go play action here on first down. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Jamarcus Lawrence in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. They'll drop to throw. And Davis with it left side. And, oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Now it's Ajayi. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
He'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Here we go now.
They'll set up a throw. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll only get a yard, maybe two, up to the 46.
And that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On third down, it's Prescott. Steps away to his left. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now a play fake here on first down. Touchdown, Cowboys! Terrence Williams with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball. Almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches, there's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win, and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win, and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission. That's their challenge. And you know they've chosen to accept it.
And what they told us is this has been the most focused week of practice we've had all year. You wouldn't expect any different.
Yeah, and you know, at the beginning of the season, you have multiple goals. They just have one now. Win the game.
This one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
To throw is Prescott. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this 1st quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
On the counter, Elliott. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We've got plenty of weather here today. We've got some snow going on, and they've come out of a dome. And there have been 2 ways of getting ready for this. Some have said, don't worry about the weather. Just practice in your normal conditions and handle it on game day. And others have said, find some weather, find some conditions somewhere, and try and get ready. What do you think?
Well, whatever the preparation there, the snow causing the fumble. Here's Ajayi. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
All right, here we go.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Able to fight through one tackle. And some space here. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
A first update now out of Jacksonville. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. He'll drop to throw. They set up the screen to Ajayi. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man. It's the tight end play. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. On play action, they'll throw. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Back to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Left side here, caught by Clay. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 6 there on first.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They run again with Ajayi. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
They had a long way to go. They started that drive at their own 3, and they scored 3 from it.
What an excellent job by an offense that could have very easily just said, okay, let's just take a few plays safe, punt the ball away, and play some defense. Instead, they found a way to attack and put themselves in position to put points on the board.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Throwing. Prescott. Dancing to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Jake Ryan in there to drop him for a loss on the play. Prescott from the gun on third. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And incomplete here on third down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
So on fourth down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Back deep is Trevor Davis. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Muhammad Wilkerson able to use that strength and get him for a loss of 2. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. The Bills on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 19.
Detroit!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This is Ajayi. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. To throw now on 2nd and 10. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn it into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Trent Murphy in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Play action. Prescott looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now Prescott. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here. From the right hash, this from 48. And his kick is good. Not by much. It was leaking oil in the end, but he tucks it in the bottom right corner. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to...
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and they get to the football. It's blocked. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
And that one gets blocked. There's simply nothing simple about trying to execute the PAT in some snow.
No, absolutely not. We saw Exhibit A of it right there.
You know, one thing that's going to be happening in the game now, the analytics side is going to get involved about what it takes, what the percentages are in the snow, what it's going to be like in the rain. All those things are going to come into play. You may see people decide to go for 2 more often if you have inclement weather.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And Davis has it over the middle. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. He'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Uncorks one for Davis, and that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Bills on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. In motion, the tight end Clay. They'll run it now out of the gun. And his first carry, he loses the football. And the Cowboys have recovered.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 2nd down following the run. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's going to look deep down the field. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Elliott. He finds an opening past the 40, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Prescott on first down. Flush to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Off the play fake, Prescott. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Wide open receiver complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Drops it off to Ajayi. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and just like that, it's third down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott, and they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. Prescott off play action. He sets to fire deep. It's caught inside the 25. A big play here for Dallas. 52 yards.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. His throw caught right around the 6. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain him.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out come the Bills. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that.
Jay's going to go. 30, the 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Jay, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills get a bit closer. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamar Taylor. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. And they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
While there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
He got you the football, gave you...
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Muhammad Wilkerson. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Second down, Prescott. And he's got his man on the out route. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. A big play here for the Cowboys. 63 yards. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. First down, Prescott. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Trent Murphy in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. The handoff as they run the counter play. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. And in this situation with the lead, 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. That is going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And here come the Bills. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
That good for 22 and a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Jamarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that's sack number 18 for him on the year. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 8. Now back to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Demarcus Lawrence in there for the sack, and he's closing in on that all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. They'll look to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a gain of 9 yards, and it'll be third down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, it's likely not going to matter much, but at least they get themselves 3 points closer to respectability.
And I don't know that they're going to feel a whole lot better about things because they've clearly been outplayed all game long. But, hey, no reason not to take the points when the opportunity presents itself.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball. Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. Back to throw here. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 3 yards is the gain that time, second and goal. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired, hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. That's complete right around the 8. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They come up in an offset eye. They'll set up to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. David Irving in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now, let's go.
He'll look to throw. He's got it. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And it would appear the Cowboys are going to win this football game. On the give, this is their fullback. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Well, partner, there's something special about a game in the snow. Just always fun in these elements, although a little chillier up here in the open-air booth. The only thing that's not fun is that we got the mid-game notification that our flight was canceled tonight, but we'll deal with that later. It was really a fun game to watch, though.
It was, and there is something special about games played in the snow because the element of surprise really kicks in. You don't know how they're going to handle the ball, if someone's going to make a dramatic play just out of nowhere, and all of a sudden it just changes the course of things. But a big shout out to our crew to make sure that we were comfortable up here, as comfortable as one could be. In these elements, they took care of us and made sure we were dressed properly.
So for the Cowboys, they've indeed run the table here on the regular season. They finish a perfect 16-0, joining the 07 Pats and the 72 Dolphins as the only teams to ever do so. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Bills, we'll have to see what happens as they're going to finish the year 10-6. And they'll get their shot at playoff football as they'll be on the road next week as a wild card. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
I stay myself, I never change, yeah. Do whatever, get you paid, yeah.
Cause, but I still low. Got 100 different in my cell phone. Still 33 for low. I'ma ride to my dog sitting in jail. It's that ladder on the grass, spin it back, roll.